All right, guys, welcome back to episode 102 of the Impact Defense Podcast. It feels really good to be past that 100 mark. Now we're 2 episodes past, and we've made it to 100. I guess the next goal is 200, right?
Right, yep.
Yeah. All right. In this episode, we will be talking about improvised weapons that you could find basically at your normal gas station and stuff like that.
So, Brian.
Yes.
I've noticed that you're...
Oh, by the way, Gentry's with us today.
Hi. Yes. I've noticed that your mental clarity seems a little bit better here lately.
Yeah. Okay. So people who have been listening to the podcast know, number one, I have ADD. Doctor laughed at me, told me after giving me the test, he said I probably should be on Adderall or something along those lines. I didn't really want to go on anything like that. So I kind of started looking around for some more natural stuff. Actually, I talked to a company. They reached out to me, said they listened to the podcast, and it's called Magic Mind. And it's this little shot that you take every day. Now, number one, I have ADD. Number two, I've never had a great memory. Right. It's genetic, and then you take that and add on the fact that I get punched in the head for a living. I mean, I know that's kind of a joke, but it's probably not. I get punched in the head a lot more even than the average student because, I'm in here teaching a lot.
And that's been going on for years.
And it's been going on for years. Yeah. So I don't know, it probably has something to do with it. But, sometimes I have trouble kind of putting my thoughts together. And, my father's the same way. And so, it really has helped. I will honestly say that it really...
You definitely are talking a lot more clearly. You're not stumbling over your words like you normally would. Sorry, no offense.
No, it's all good. I know it. Sometimes I will listen back to a video of myself on something and I'm like, that didn't really make sense. And that has to be cut out completely and stuff like that. So, it does help me because I have ADD, because I have... some of those other issues. I've kind of relied on coffee and caffeine to just kind of get me to the point where I'm out of the cloud. This allows me to drink the coffee because I enjoy the coffee and not just because I absolutely have to have the coffee. We have talked about the fact that my normal coffee from our local coffee house is a heart attack in a cup, the amount of caffeine that I have in there. Yes. And I have not had one of those in quite a while. I just get like a regular type of coffee, like a normal person's type of coffee since I've been taking it. So
I've never heard you order regular coffee, like a normal person's type of coffee.
Yes, you have the last time we were over there.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You did.
Yeah, we all went over there and I said I just want an iced coffee. Just a regular iced coffee.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I'd forgotten about that.
So it is nice.
Maybe I need to drink it too.
Maybe so. But it does have some other things in it to kind of help you calm down. And things have been really stressful. So it's like that ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah. It does not help you pronounce words better.
I will pronounce it for you. It's ashwagandha.
There you go.
Maybe an education thing.
So, but it does kind of help you kind of calm down. It does kind of help you at the end of the day sleep a little better. So, but the matcha, it helps with mental clarity and different things like that. Ashwagandha kind of helps you reduce stress and anxiety. I definitely recommend it. And not just because they sent this out to me. I really do. It really has made a difference. We will have a link in the description, actually. So if you're anything like me, I totally recommend you go check them out at magicmind.co/defense and join me over there and let me know what you think. You can also use my discount code defense20 to get 40% off of your first subscription or 20% off of your first one-time purchase. But that subscription, that link, or that discount code will only last for like 10 days. So yeah, check that out. So yeah, if you're interested, use our discount code.
All right.
All right, guys. So now we need to get to the news story of the podcast. I didn't even ask. You do have a news story, right, Jada?
I do.
Awesome.
All right. This one is entitled "My Wife Saved Us." This is one of the more personally written accounts instead of an actual news article. which may be better for us on copyright standards anyway. So this one is entitled My Wife Saved Us. My wife just had our first child a month ago, and after seeing how she handled labor, I thought my respect for her was at its maximum. Well, she's gone and upped that ante. Around 8:00 p.m. last night, 2 men broke into our house through the back window. I was away at the time, and my wife thought it was me coming home. They made it... does he usually come in through a window?
Most logical people do, Jada. Come on, you don't enter. Wait, you entered your church through a window, right?
Yes.
Moving on.
Not my current one. Okay. I was away at the time and my wife thought it was me coming home. They made it as far as the dining room, just a few feet from the living room where she was sitting with our 1-month-old daughter. When she realized what was happening, she ran upstairs. After putting our daughter on the bed, she grabbed the Ruger SP-101, which we keep loaded and accessible just for such occasions. She then went downstairs, loudly warning the thugs that she was armed and dangerous. Between her shouting and the sound of the first empty chamber being cleared, the thugs must have thought better of sticking around and grabbed whatever they could as they beat a hasty retreat. I have no doubt they were seconds away from having a life-changing experience.
Okay, so we've talked about this before. As a firearms instructor, that does not mean that I know every single firearm ever made. And the Ruger SP-101 is a revolver. So, like a snub-nosed revolver. Yep, there's pictures of them. 357. 357. Just cut that out too, please.
So, does that look like a single action or a double action?
Oh, no, they're definitely double actions. It's a 357 Magnum. So,
it makes me wonder if
fairly sizable.
he was saying that they heard her pull the hammer back or something.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Anyway. Good job to that lady, sort of. I don't know that I would have gone downstairs. But, you know.
Yeah, so we talked about home invasions and different things like that. We teach a home defense class. Pick a room. That should be your safe room. Everybody gets in that room. Get 90 degrees to the door. And then if someone comes in, you properly ventilate them. Mm-hmm. That is the home defense class in a very short amount of time. You know, with a lot of details missing.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. Yeah, she did do a good job. Tactically, I don't think that's necessarily the best, absolute best idea. But, you know, it is what it is. In lieu of kind of like normal ads and things like that, you know, we talked a little bit about, you know, my mental clarity and stuff like that. And I went ahead and just kind of gave you guys the discount code and everything. Something that we actually had planned, though, we were discussing last time when Kylie was not with us. We did end up with a new sponsor, partner, affiliate with the podcast in Blackout Coffee. I am super excited. I love coffee. Everybody at this table loves coffee. And what we said we were going to do was actually like try it here on the podcast. We've got 4 different flavors. And so let's start with Kylie. What do you have?
I have caramel something or other.
Kylie is not taking Magic Mind.
Isn't it like caramel cream?
Yeah, caramel cream, depends on how you want to say it. But yeah, that's what you have. Okay.
Cream. I'll try to get that in my head. Can't guarantee anything, but I'll try.
I have chocolate cherry.
I have Brutal Awakening.
I have cinnamon French toast.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we gonna how are we gonna do this? We said we was gonna do a taste test. How are we gonna do this? We're just gonna taste them.
Taste it.
Everybody, like, take a brief moment to chug a couple sips of your coffee.
Mine is very hot. I don't know how chugging.
Everybody taste.
Come on, Brian, commit.
I'm going to be honest with you. I did not think that I would like chocolate cherry. I love chocolate covered cherries, but there's something about a berry or a fruit of some type in coffee that I'm like, that's just something, but that is good. That is really good.
See, it's interesting because I had a coffee flavor once before that was like raspberry lava cake or something.
What?
Okay, my husband who doesn't drink coffee was prepping for like me moving in with him, because we were gonna get married in a couple months. So he went and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get her some coffee so that we already have coffee at the house when we get back from honeymoon." One of the flavors he bought was raspberry chocolate lava cake, and I love my husband dearly, but that was not a good flavor. I don't think it was well executed, so I was a little nervous about the chocolate cherry, but I had to try it, and yeah, it tastes like a chocolate covered cherry. It's really nice, actually.
It really is good.
They made it work, and for someone who has already had a previous bad experience with fruit flavored coffee, just know it's different. They do a good job. They do a really good job.
Yeah. Yep, they do. All right, Kylie. Kylie is reticent. She doesn't like trying new things. So I'm kind of curious as to what she thinks about this one.
I took a few sips by
You
now.
take it. Okay, so it must be pretty good because usually if she doesn't like it, she won't touch it again.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It is good. I was afraid that it was going to be something that I didn't like,
You're always afraid
I
that
know.
something's going to be something you don't like.
but it's good.
as she goes back again.
And it may be the creamer that it has with it.
No, so all it has is just a basic cream in it. I didn't want to do anything to kind of change the flavor of the coffee itself.
It's good.
So she keeps going back to it. So apparently it's good. All right, what did y'all have?
So I had the Brutal Awakening,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
it tastes like a really good, bold coffee.
Yeah.
I really like it. And I'm one for extra flavors and stuff in my coffee. You know that I
Yeah, I know.
I drink more flavor
when
than coffee in mine.
Yeah, that's when I ask you, like, which one do you want to try? Gentry's like, I haven't tried the Brutal Awakening yet, so
We might as well. But I like it.
I was kind of shocked. I didn't expect
No,
that.
it's really good. I like it. I had the chocolate covered cherry, and that one was really good. I have.
It's like that's the one that came in that everybody tried really quick.
Yeah,
except
because
for
it
Kylie.
was like, well, that's different. Let's just try that one.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, Kylie won't try anything
I don't-
unless under duress.
I don't like
You don't try.
chocolate, and I don't like cherries.
It's good. It's really good, and I like this, the Brutal Awakening.
I like
too.
this better.
She says, and she hasn't had it yet. So anyway, Jada.
Okay, so I had the cinnamon French toast, and it is pretty tasty. It's not one, if you're not a huge fan of cinnamon, it's not like a punch in the face of cinnamon, like a lot of cinnamon flavored coffees. It's just kind of like a good solid coffee with some cinnamon accents to it. Kind of like when you put cinnamon on your French toast, So I think it's a well executed flavor, and it's one of my favorites of the flavors we've gotten. I think it's my second favorite, and my favorite would be the chocolate cherry.
I agree. My favorite is the chocolate cherry. Well, this one's good. I need to try that one.
Which is interesting because I usually am not one for flavored coffees. I usually like just the normal bold coffee flavors, and I think I like all of their flavored ones better than I like the Brutal Awakening, which is interesting.
All right, so if you are interested in some blackout coffee, go to impactgear.live/coffee. And when you get over there, make sure you use the discount code IMPACTDEFENSE to get 10% off your order.
Caramel cream, is that what this thing is called?
Yes.
It's already gone, so I suggest you get the caramel cream.
Caramel cream comes highly recommended from Kylie.
Yeah. I think it may come over cinnamon French toast thingy
Really?
that I had. Yeah.
Really? Wow. Okay. See, you never know what you're going to like until you actually try it, Kylie. So, all right. That's impactgear.live/coffee. Impact Defense is the discount code. All right. Anyway,
10% off.
10% off. Let's get on to our main topic of our podcast. What can you go into a gas station? Let's say you're in a gas station. Okay. It's late at night. I was actually just watching a video by a self-defense expert, and he was talking about the fact that gas stations are really sketchy places at night. There is lots of crimes that are committed around gas stations at night. So you're in a gas station. There is somebody sketchy around the outside, and you've got to go back out to your vehicle. What do you pick up as a possible improvised weapon if you don't have something on you?
The first thing I want to note is that different gas stations are different in what they carry. For
Yes,
instance, Sheets does not carry anything resembling an actual weapon.
Right.
So you would have to get creative with that one, but there are other ones that carry pocket knives, things
Yeah.
like that.
They generally have coffee, so you can get coffee, and yeah.
Maybe wait until a little bit later to bring that up. So like we're gonna kind of we'll lead into it a little bit more. Gentry, what was on the tip of your tongue?
So what I was going to say is a lot of gas stations, not all of them, but a lot have a beauty section, you know, whatever you can consider a
Okay.
beauty section in a gas station. But some of them do, because I have had to go into that area, and they have nail files. There are nail files that are the metal ones, and I have seen them in gas stations before. So the metal nail files, I would definitely grab one of those just to have in my hand as I'm walking out through the parking lot to get in my car if I needed something. So don't bypass the beauty area of the
I
gas
never would have
station.
thought about that. And it's funny. I often look at things and go like, how could I hit somebody with that? You know?
And I'm thinking about how that would feel coming back out.
Oh,
Ow. Moving on.
So
Let me just drink more of this coffee. Thank you. Black cow coffee. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't have those images in my head.
So you know, for me, I'm looking for something kind of blunt and easy to hit somebody with. You know, there are drinks in glass bottles.
Bingo.
Brian's
Yeah.
like, how can I make punching someone in the face like 1,000 times more painful?
Exactly.
it is his favorite thing to do.
All right, Kylie, what's your favorite suggestion from a gas station late at night?
Coffee. Hot coffee.
For you to drink?
That and/or use as improvised weapon.
How,
If someone comes up to you,
how would you use it as an improvised weapon?
get the lid off, pour the coffee out on, and it's hot.
But have they approached you, or you're just feeling like they're sketchy and you're just going and chunking some
Kylie's like, man,
you.
let's just make sure nothing happens. She walks out with her scalding hot lava coffee. She sees a person standing there, and just in case, she throws it at them so they've got the scalding hot coffee, and then she makes the break for her car. She never even has to figure out if they're a threat or not.
No, I do figure out if they're a
Because
threat or
she's
not.
too busy melting their skin off.
So maybe, Kylie, maybe give us more details. A little.
I just want to
more
say, for
description.
those of you listening to the edited podcast right now, Kylie's already tried to bring up coffee. I don't know how many times. Like, just wait a little
It's the coffee.
longer.
It's the coffee.
She likes the coffee.
I like coffee. I can't deny it.
So give us a little better description of how you would go about using the coffee and why.
Okay. So, walk out of the gas station after getting that.
Why did you get the coffee?
Why?
Yes.
Either drink or use.
She doesn't care.
So you're walking into a gas station, and there's a sketchy looking person in the parking lot, hanging around, like maybe near your car. And you feel a little bit uneasy about walking back out to your car, right?
Right.
So now we're going to look for an improvised weapon, and you're looking at coffee. Okay, now what you going to do with coffee?
Make the coffee.
Put a lot of creamer in it.
You're right. But that might cool it down too much.
Just in case. Well, yeah, but
Just
she's
in
got to
case
have it.
she's
Just
got to
in
drink
case
it.
she's got to drink
Just in
Okay,
case.
okay.
it. Just
Most
in
of the
case.
time, gas station like creamers and stuff aren't cold anyway.
Yeah,
They're
right.
usually room temperature, so it won't cool it down that much.
Okay.
And yeah,
We're still blistering. Okay, go
Walk out and hold it like just around, not like down here or anything. Sorry. Not like below my waist or anything. Just hold it above there.
Who holds coffee? Like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna swing
I'm
my cup
just
of coffee at my
stating.
knees.
Sipping from the hip.
Anyway, I'm walking with the coffee to the car.
What?
Keep going. I'm just laughing. You're good.
And my brain went blank.
Not enough coffee this morning. She had to throw it in somebody's face at a gas station this morning, so.
Oh, so now she doesn't have her coffee. So you're saying you could use it if they approached you in a manner that was inappropriate and you
Right.
could throw the coffee on them
Right.
as an improvised weapon.
Right.
I just personally like that mental image of Kylie just looking up. That dude looks sketchy. I'm gonna go throw coffee in his face.
I mean, just swallow it before I spit it out.
Oh my gosh. All right. I think we can move on from the coffee now. Okay. That was
think it was
interesting.
thoroughly
That was
covered.
a wild ride. All right. Thank you, Kylie. We give you a hard time. But
It's because it's so much fun to give her a hard time.
all right.
Jada.
What would I be going for? Okay, first things first. It kind of depends on what I'm doing at the gas station. You know, this is only if you have to go in at the gas station, is what we've been discussing
Yeah,
so far.
yeah.
But there are a lot of times that you go to a gas station and you don't even have to walk in the door. You're having to stand outside,
Yep.
Yes.
putting gas in your car. Now you have a couple of options.
This is Jada's favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I
It
know
is.
what she's gonna say.
Okay. There are a lot of people who give a lot of different advice on what you do at a gas station. You know, like some people are like, it doesn't matter if it's a good idea or not. You know, sit in your driver's seat and you crack the door or crack the window, but you shut the door or whatever. Anyway, you're sitting in your car waiting for it to fill up. Then you go back out, you know, put everything away, and then you leave and get in your car and lock it as soon as possible. That seems like the most logical approach until you consider that gasoline is it can be a weapon. Especially pressurized gasoline that's designed to pump out gallons super quickly. So just stand there with your hand on the pump. And if someone comes up with whatever, spray them in the face with gasoline. Spray everything with gasoline, except for your car.
Right.
All right. So, like, they come up, even, let's say that they're holding a knife. Okay, how easy is it for them to stab you if they've got gasoline in their eyes? All right. They come up, they've got this big van, the door open, they're trying to grab you and pull you into the van. Okay, cover them and their van in gasoline.
So I
Then
just like to
they're
point out
easily
really quick
identifiable.
that what she just said is something that actually happened.
Yes, there is
Yes,
video
it
of
is.
it.
Yep, there's a video of that
Several
happening.
dudes getting out of a car to go and like grab
grab
somebody.
somebody.
And they were attacking a man. It does happen. It was not a woman that they were trying to get.
Yes.
It
They were
was
trying to snatch this dude and throw him in a vehicle.
an adult male.
Organ harvesting is a real
Yes.
thing. So he sprays one dude and another dude and their whole van with gasoline. You can't get the smell of gasoline out of things.
They retreated.
Yeah, it just stays. They
really-
left so quick. All right, so just use the gasoline, first of all. Second, okay, if you're done and you've already put the pump back and you would have to put your card back in or whatever, or purchase more gasoline, you know, to be able to use the actual pump. So, like, let's say they waited until you are done at the pump. All right, you're about to get back in your car. One, if you can just go ahead and get back in your car, that's great.
Yeah.
If you can't, if there is a window cleaning solution, there is usually one of those scrubber things. So you grab that squeegee out of there, and not only do you have some kind of liquid that is more than just water to slap in someone's face, but you also have a long stick-like thing to hit someone with. So those are two options while you're at the pump. Thank you.
Okay, so in review, Kylie wants to get coffee and throw it in their face. Gentry wants to get something sharp and stab them with it. Kylie wants to get coffee and throw it in their face. I want to get a blunt object and hit them with it. Kylie wants to get coffee and throw it in their face. And Jada wants to spray gas on
Did I
somebody's
mention
face.
it 3 times?
I don't know how many times you mentioned it. It's a joke, Kylie.
All right. So maybe let's all go in and give maybe a second option since we are on improvised weapons for gas stations.
So, spray air freshener. That's a good option if you don't have pepper spray.
Also, dry shampoo and hairspray.
Oh, yeah, that works as well. That's something that you can get, that you can spray on them. A cleaner, an air freshener, something like that. I think you can spray them with, but you didn't have intentions of doing that on the way out. You just needed that stuff anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I think you guys did a video on improvised weapons.
We did, and Jada made a blowtorch.
Yeah.
I did make a blowtorch.
She had never done that before. That was hilarious. I
I know.
this.
I had always
I don't
wanted to
know
do
how
it, and he was like,
viable
"We're gonna go into Sheets and see what we can find since they don't sell weapons." I was like, "Okay." And so we go in, and I buy a thing of, I think it was dry shampoo, and a lighter, which cost me all of like what, $5, you know?
Yeah.
And so then I have a blowtorch. That was pretty easy. If it's really windy, that's not the best option. You know,
It may not be
sprays.
the best option anyway. I mean,
Consider your
sprays-
local drought conditions.
Yeah, but it's sorry. It's also a thing to take into consideration. I mean, if your plan was to get some kind of spray like the dry shampoo or something, if it's windy conditions, you would have to take that into account because you don't want it to blow back onto your own face.
That's
you
true.
know.
Very true.
So it's not just if you're gonna make a blowtorch. You know. I mean, a lighter's a good option to have, even if you're just. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
Do gas stations sell firecrackers?
No,
I didn't think so.
Well, it depends on what
not-
state you're in.
not unless it's like near the 4th of July, because sometimes they'll have the firecracker and stuff stands.
Just curious.
Just
Okay,
little
go ahead.
ones.
I think we're back to Kylie, aren't we?
I just think we're just at
Well,
this point in
hang
time
on.
we're just kind of random.
No, we
Randomly
pretty much
throwing stuff
only covered like sprays. I think we're on to your second.
My second. You know, no matter what, to be completely honest with you, it's going to be something blunt to hit someone with. It really is. I'm not really big on like sprays and different things like that. So really it's going to be the glass bottle. It's going to be a metal cup, something along those lines. I'm kind of going to grab something up that I can bash somebody with. I'm pretty simple. Do you have a second thing besides coffee?
Some kind of thing to hit them with.
Her first choice is coffee, and her second choice is coffee. So, I mean, either way, it's probably going to be coffee. Let's be honest.
You can get 2 different kinds.
There you go.
One in each hand. One to drink, one to throw.
Yeah. Or drink, if necessary. Or a fable.
If you guys are enjoying this podcast, go ahead and go over to any type of podcast thing, rate us, and if you can, write a review. That way we can read your reviews on the podcast. Today we have one from PJ Macy, and it's about home defense. My home has been broken into several times in the 45 years of living here. I have listened to the episodes that have focused on how to create a better defense at home. This makes me feel so much better in my own home. Thank you. Thank you for writing that review.
Very cool. So apparently people are writing reviews on some of the ones that we have more recently done. And we have not finished our home defense stuff, so we'll be coming back to that as well. So, yeah, thank you. Please write a review. So, guys, thanks again for listening to the episode. And I guess we will see you in the next one. And Jentry just keeps adding to. I don't know what number we're up to at this point in time.
17?
I think
Holy crap.
we're at 17, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Getting up there.
So far, we've gotten on Apple Podcasts, it is all of them have been 5-star reviews.
That is awesome.
Great. All of them. All 69 ratings.
Awesome. Okay. Very cool. keep it coming, guys. We really enjoy it. And as long as we have a new review, we will be reading it on the podcast. So thank you very much. And we will see you in the next one.
Please write a review.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.